Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome to Wrath and Story. I'm your co-captain, Jay Hardin, joined by my co-captain, Andrew Hardin.
That's me!
And of course, our Grand Vizier, our Servo Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez.
Hello, yes, that is my name.
Here we are, about to venture forth on a new quest for money and branding. I'm excited. Are you guys excited?
I didn't know branding was a big part of this.
Well, yeah, this is going to be like a big war, it sounds like. And if we can get our names deep into the lore of this war, I like how that sounds. If we get it deep into the lore of this war, we will expand our branding opportunities. I mean, think about it. We could sell mugs. We could sell merchandise.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, we were walking out of Susan's office, and she was definitely handing us pamphlets saying, well, I didn't read it, but I'm sure it had something to do with us, promoting our product.
Yeah. And this is a lot of cross-brand marketing opportunities. Oh, no? Is that an S? Sorry, I wrote that on my hand, and now I seem to have wiped it away. There was more. I'll remember it later.
I mean, I don't want to be a downer here, but you think that we could take on an army of orcs? I mean, I guess they got soldiers here too, but orcs, man.
Huh. That's a good question, Daniel. I've spent most of the last few days as we've been heading to this planet thinking about all the marketing and branding opportunities. I did not think about any of the strategy and or the whole orc thing. Andrew, did you put any time into that at all?
Well, we did some preparations that, maybe come into place later, okay. But I assume that we will be at a safe distance, and the brains of the operation, is that what they say? And we will, tell other people to fight things, and then we'll just leave in complete safety.
Yeah, Daniel, we haven't done too much prep, but, I mean, our track record is stellar for these kind of things. We've bumped into orcs before. We're still here.
Yeah, I think we've seen it 2, maybe 3 times. Not that often, actually. Yeah. More than the average Imperial citizen, I guess. Most of them don't usually see orcs more than once.
That's true. And hey, we've bumped into a handful of them at any given time, so I don't know, how many orcs typically travel together in a big old scruff? I mean, they're big boys, so I assume they, travel elite, small packs, right?
Yeah, we're talking 20, maybe 30, something like that.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay, well, I mean, we got a lot a guns, I assume.
Prepare
on this
for
planet?
Landing, captains.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm strapped in still.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. I'm digging into the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
We may have shot a little small.
How so?
Okay. I know you're bad with numbers in general.
I mean, come on. But still, feed me.
So we were saying 20 to 30, and you were thinking I was highballing.
Yeah, I mean, on a bad day, probably that many, but we got big guns, so.
No, okay. So it's more like if you added 15 zeros to that.
15 zeros? Hold on. My hand's not that big. Should have brought paper. I mean, I'm guessing that's a good plenty more.
Right, we're here. We're here, captains.
Okay.
We're here.
All right.
It looks like there's some guy waiting to meet us. Do you want any of the? Do you want me to come and escort you? Do you want me to stay here at the lander? What do you need?
Well, I don't know. You know any local spots or got any good sandwich places you could recommend?
I've never been here.
Ah, right. No research done. Well, we're quite a bunch, aren't we? I think we'll be fine to walk.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Daniel, did we send out any sort of note ahead of time? Like, giving them our roster and our pedigree of successes and victories?
You told Oriange to do that? If you remember. So I don't know. I didn't really oversee what he sent. Hopefully it was not too boring.
Oh my god, he sent it? Oh, it was probably so long.
Yeah, you were there. You told him.
I probably didn't I? Oh, probably really. You ever get those Vox messages that come in electronically, and if somebody writes like more than 3 sentences, it's like such a chore. No one's gonna read that.
I mean, the Vox messages only come in electronically, so I mean, unless you're hearing things again. Are you hearing things again, Jay?
Should we get out of the lander, guys?
Yeah, I guess we should. Okay. All right. Well, I gotta say, now that we're outside, looks pretty much like a regular old planet. Look, I see some buildings.
Yeah, this is kind of like a bustling starport. The things are going well. It looks like everyone's really focused on the military at the moment. I'm not really seeing too many civilians walking around, but that's probably just because of the imminent threat of war. But this seems pretty well developed planet here.
Yeah, maybe I can get some hot tips, some research for our ongoing projects, right, Andrew? I mean, we got to be building the fluffy phoenix somehow. Get the best of the best. Maybe there's some, sweet pilot mechanic around here somewhere that I can get some words of wisdom back to the team.
I mean, you keep mentioning that, but I'm pretty sure it's long destroyed, and
what?
I'm not sure we can get it back. So,
well, he's gonna make it a new cool one, right?
Yeah, that was the fluffy demeanor. This is the fluffy phoenix. It is the resurgence of the lost ship.
Like, you keep saying that, but like you're supposed to be launching the project, and nothing's happened.
No, I launched the project. I totally let Logan know all the details. I drew a bunch of cool sketches, and he seemed into them, so I trust him. But
there's a robed man just sort of standing here staring at us.
Oh, have we been is this some sort of
He seems very quiet. He's a little short, but besides that, I can't really make anything out because he's just sort of completely covered in robes. I see like his eyes sort of sticking out barely.
Andrew, is this?
And he's bowing.
Andrew, is this one of your robed buddies? Brothers in arms and loving robot stuff?
Hello. I don't think I know him.
Hello, captains. It's so nice for you to join us.
Oh, well, nice for you to have us here. I'm Jay, this is Andrew, and of course our Grand Vizier, Daniel Fernandez. And what's your name?
My name is Gogo.
Gogo. Okay. Well, Gogo, we're acclimating to the customs of this planet. Doma seems really nice, and the spaceport is excellent.
It is a lovely place to live. I've been very blessed to live here my entire life. If you would like to come with me, I have a ground car prepared that can take us to the governor's palace.
Ground car? Okay. Governor's palace. Sounds good. Probably got wine and cheese.
Sounds fancy. I mean, like... Sure?
Yeah. Let's keep the top down, Gogo. Let's go. Well, you get that probably a lot. Let's move. So, Daniel, I guess we make our way to his ground car? What a weird, strange name, but yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's what he calls the vehicle. It is a wheeled vehicle that will, it's painted like a bright red. Not sort of like the darker reds that you often see that some people that are common in robes. It's very bright, colorful red. He also is wearing a sort of bright, sort of rainbow-colored robe that the colors shift slightly as he moves around. Very fancy sort of stuff.
Very fancy.
Whoa.
And of course, as is commonplace, I call shotgun, and I jump into the front side seat next to the driver in the ground car.
And he's immediately shot by somebody with a shotgun.
Oh my God! Oh no!
You will find a shotgun underneath the seat there if you are looking for it, but it appears that you came with your own weapons. That will most likely be very useful in the coming days.
Yes.
Yes, it will. And it's fine, Jay, that you want the shotgun because I can't fit in the front seat. So, you know what? I let you have it.
Oh, really? Well, you could always call arc rifle, or you could call, las cannon if you want to be
Those aren't
stuck
things.
in the middle.
You just made that up.
No, I mean, right? I mean, clearly there's a shotgun up here. Is there any weapons under your seat? This is a weird vehicle.
No. There are drinks though.
What? You get drinks back there? I got a armament? Okay. Cool.
All right, please make sure that you are buckled up safely as we begin our journey.
Buckled up? What? Oh, I mean, is this going to go fast? I guess. I click in this weird belt.
When we found out you were arriving, we called the War Council together. They're awaiting us to join them.
Oh, I see. Well, the buckle doesn't fit, so I'm just gonna do the and this here, and a bunch of little arms basically just grab onto things.
Is the back
around
of
me.
the vehicle like completely weighed down? Because
Yeah, it is weighed down.
Of course it is, because I weigh a lot.
yes, you've got arms, you've got power armor.
I mean, I'm mostly machine, so.
Jeez. I guess off we go. Hey, Go-Go. Question. The War Council,
Answer.
they've convened.
Yes.
What are they expecting us to deliver upon arrival? Just curious.
Well, I'm more than willing to answer any questions you might have about the situation. It will be a little bit of a drive into the city, especially we're slowed down a little bit because of Captain Andrew's personage. So there are several other groups that have all been brought together here on the planet to fight back against the coming Orc invasion, and you are just going to be one of the many groups that are involved. So we would be meeting up with the governor, some of the rogue traders that have joined us. The Imperial Navy has a presence here as well, and they'll all be discussing what's going on.
Okay, sounds like a wily bunch. Well, let's pedal to the metal, Go-Go. Let's move. Yeah, peel it out.
All right, and we start driving. It is mostly driving through very nice parts of this town, very well-appointed, very wealthy-looking areas of this large city that we have landed in.
Wow. Well, you guys have done quite well for yourselves. This is quite a nice neighborhood. So, Go-Go, give us a little bit of the lowdown. There's this orc threat. It's very scary. What are we talking about here? Is this like a local kind of tribe situation where the orcs have risen up and gotten their hands on some guns and messing around, or what's the deal?
Well, according to the intelligence that we got from our scouts and from other things like that, we have discerned that these greenskins are moving into our system after they have looted previous systems in the Coronis Expanse that they have traveled through. Our best estimate puts them about 1 to 2 standard weeks away from arriving on the planet, so we have a little bit of time to prepare, but not much.
Okay.
They're being led by someone named Warlord Snockgrits, and he has a sizable amount of orcs that are coming through space.
Okay. So, like, 2 questions. First of all, what the heck does Snockgrits mean? And second of all, you got, like, at least 60, 70 macro cannons, 40 battery arrays, stuff like that. I mean, standard fare.
I could not tell you his name. As for our defenses, I'm not really an expert in these sort of things, but we have a mixture of infantry, artillery, tanks, some air auxiliaries as well to help support us. Our defense flotilla is also part of that. It's all underneath the defense levy, that is the forces commanded by the Doman military. Thankfully, at the moment, we are defended also by, you, who have arrived to help us as well.
Yep.
Also, Lord Captain Locke, up in orbit, is here with her ship, the St. Rachel's Fire, which hopefully will end up being an important part of this. The rest of Battlefleet Calaxus is not going to be coming, but hopefully she will. I'm sure she will be enough. As well as we have a couple of rogue traders, a Lady Tina Bradford, a Lady Abby Russell, have all joined, and you are the last ones to arrive.
Whoa. Abby Russell, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, that was that rogue trader we ran into a while back when we were chasing down the Pearl. I forget, because I feel like we left off on a bad note with a few rogue traders. Did we leave off on a good note with Abby Russell? Daniel, do you remember?
We didn't really interact with her once we got to the Pearl. She was doing a bunch of probably piratey stuff, but mostly we didn't backstab her. So I think we're good.
You're right. Yeah. There was a lot of that happened at the end there. So
thank the Emperor. I mean, like I'm really. It's kind of a blur. I'm not sure exactly who we rubbed the wrong way on that whole fiasco. So,
we've got quite a band of merry bunch here. It seems like a mix of rogue traders, support from the local navy and the military. Seems like we've got a ship.
To be fair, when I say the local navy is not here. That the only true naval forces that we have from the actual Imperial Navy is Lord Captain Locke's ship, and that is the only one there. It is a large ship, but that is the only one. We have our own sort of ships that defend the area, and I'm sure you saw the Moon as you were coming in, which has been turned into, well, it was a spaceport, but now it is being loaded with as many cannons as it possibly can to prepare for the invasion.
You got a death moon? I didn't notice that. Did you notice the death moon when we came in?
Yeah, of course.
We call it the bulwark, not a death moon.
I don't know. I feel like putting death in front of the name of something could be a fun way to call a big station like that.
It's maybe not a name that you want to like advertise to the orcs. I feel like that would entice them even further. You know.
And bulwark.
Whereas the bulwark, they don't even know the meaning of that word. So, you know.
I'm not even
confuse them.
Entirely sure about it as myself. But, I mean, a lot of cannons on a moon, that's got to be to our advantage. I mean, unless they get a hold of it, and then they've got a moon with a whole bunch of cannons.
Oh, I did not think of that. I suppose we would let it be destroyed before it fell into the orcs' hands. Anyway, we are approaching the governor's palace at the moment. I suppose we got here faster than I expected. But did you have any more questions that I could try to answer for you before you enter into the Security Council?
Well,
Defense
go.
Council?
You mentioned a comment about we've got Captain Locke and the aptly named St. Rachel's Fire, great name by the way, ship protecting us from the Imperial Navy, but you said there might be others, or you were hoping there would be others. Anything we should be aware of there?
Battlefleet Calaxis has not answered our call for protection. They have refused any requests. I suppose that is because we are not technically part of the Imperium.
That sounds familiar.
But we do hope that they will arrive as soon as they are done dealing with the crusade that they are currently embarking on.
Yeah. So probably not immediate reinforcements. Well, don't worry about it. We're here.
We do pay all of our tithes and levies, so we were hoping that meant that the Empire would protect us when things got bad. But
listen.
I will say this: I thank you very much for coming here.
Listen. It'll be fine. We've got a bulwark. We'll do. We got like 5 ships. You know, it'll be just fine.
You should know that there is no love lost for the Imperium amongst some members of the Defense Council and also the people of this planet, especially now that the Empire, some see them as having abandoned us.
Okay, so tone down on the Imperium stuff. I think we could do that, right, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, like, we've been on shaky terms, you might say, with the Imperium as a whole, so we can relate. I mean, generally, we are also now in harm's way, so, you know, we will be fervently defending the planet as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I think...
Well, I know that Governor Figaro's manor is right here, and underneath the manor is the bunker where these meetings are occurring. You would be the 4th member of the defense, or I suppose 4th and 5th member of the Defense Council. There is, as I mentioned, there's Lord Captain Locke of the Imperial Navy, but there is Lady Branford, the rogue trader, and General Bannon, who is the leader of our planetary defenses.
Okay.
So,
Well,
All right, well, I guess we'll go meet them.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And
Take us in. Go.
of course. You'll have to excuse us as we travel through the manor itself to reach the bunker. And as we go inside the manor, Gogo is sort of guiding us here. And let me tell you, this is one of the nicest places I have ever seen.
You can say that again. Wow.
I don't know if I've seen this much gold in one.
Wait. Hold on, guys. This is vital. Do those drapes have drapes?
Oh, I just noticed that. That's miniature drapes on drapes.
Wait, Jay. I
Seems
just peeled
tedious.
it back. There's another layer of drapes.
Why? Why so many drapes? I mean, I get it. Make the room extra dark if need be, but seems excessive. I feel like a different type of cloth would accomplish that.
Yeah, well, the first two layers are basically like almost they're like translucent. What do they even do? Is it just like mood lighting? But I'm so confused. Why
know
are there
what?
so many drapes?
We've talked about this. I bet this is one of those mansions that have a bunch of random pillows. You know what I'm talking about? Pillows that are unnecessary and decorative.
Oh, yes, and I would not be surprised if they have a room that's literally just pillows.
Oh my gosh, is that a statue? Building another statue? Why? Seems...
Lord Governor Figaro is a man of extravagant tastes.
Yeah, I'd say so. It seems like he's figured out every way to deck out this place, but, cool. Hey, lots of money. That'll help win a war, typically. So, I guess, is there any sort of, entry we should make, or,
No, if you follow me down here, actually underneath the statues here, there is a smaller passage that will lead down to the bunker.
Jeez.
It will not be immediately
the statues
noticed.
part.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes, you'll have to excuse the song that they play as they part.
Oh, wow. It's kind of catchy. I'm digging it. Huh.
A little ostentatious for me, like the rest of the place is pretty much, but it's a little too far for my tastes.
I mean, to be fair, if you're going into your secret bunker, you want something big, right? You know?
Yeah, but this is like less heroic and more like, look how poncy I am. You know what I'm saying?
Fair assessment. Wow.
Well, as we go down here, there's a big wooden door, and there's a pair of guards who are in front of the door, looking at us as we are approaching.
Go. Do we need to show any sort of identification?
I'll speak to them.
Oh, okay, sure. Do your thing.
They're all whispering to each other. I don't know what they're saying.
All right. So let's be clear here. Like, we win this. We bring Susan down. She appropriates the shit out of this place, right? Like, that'll make her happy. I mean, they've got... you could cut probably, like, half this building off, and they wouldn't even notice.
I don't think we just get some of their stuff if we win the war. Is that what you're assuming is going to happen here?
What? What are you talking about? How do we...
Where would we even put triple drapes in our place, is all I'm saying. Where?
I'm terribly sorry. There seems to have been some sort of mistake. I was told the Defense Council was going to remain in recess until you arrived, but it appears they have decided to convene. This is a terrible breach of protocol. You're not normally supposed to interrupt, but they were also supposed to wait for you. But I suppose that we can go in during the Defense Council meeting right now, as you are arrived, and you are rogue traders and important people to be here.
Go. In our profession, there's only one way to address a situation like this. And I look Andrew cold dead in the eyes, him knowing exactly the only one protocol, which is dramatic entrance?
Yeah, of course. Swing doors open with both hands.
Fantastic. Here we go.
Yeah, Gogo was getting ready to open the doors, but you guys
no, we
went in front
kicked
of
that shit in. Yes. Dramatic entrance.
This a large ornate room with massive stone walls covered in gargoyles and banners that are depicting like victory over the enemies of the Imperium. And everyone's standing around a iron table with a hololithic sort of projector that's showing, well, I'm not quite sure what it's showing, but it's probably something related to the defense. And I see two people, a woman and a man, shouting at each other in the middle of this room as you arrive.
So we kick in the door. Do we shake their argument at all with our dramatic entrance?
If it was just Go-Go pushing in the door quietly, it probably wouldn't end it. But with you two kicking in the door, do you say anything as you get in there?
Well, like, it's a bit, like, Andrew's got power armor. Like, when we kick this door in, I'm assuming they swing wide and, like, hit the whatever door stoppers or whatever it is on the other side.
Yeah,
like,
you know what? I think everyone is silent. Everyone's looking at you. All of the guards that are surrounding the chamber in this war room are all looking at you. The people of the War Council are looking at you. And you could hear a pin drop.
Hello again, just your friendly Imperial scribe here to talk to you about tomb raiding. Typically, I can't think of a better team-building exercise than exterminating an entire Xenos planet, only to then follow that up with an organized plundering expedition. It isn't just the relics you unearth, the miles of darkness you dig through, or the traps you disarm for your commanders that sticks with you. No, it's the memories of the heretics you purged along the way. If you're interested, purge a Xenos homeworld today and really raise that morale. Of course, another great morale booster would be our Patreon. Dozens of bonus adventures and early access to new episodes would raise anyone's spirits. And with that said, I'll return you now to the boys.
so it's...
This is my moment. It's just been revoked, as I point at them.
What?
Ah, damn it. That was... I got the timing all wrong.
Oh, man. We took those classes on dramatic entrances. I had a list of things.
I got the kick right. I mean, the doors swung open.
Yes,
and the bangs
it was an
and
excellent kick. It was an excellent kick. And you know what? I'll take responsibility. I didn't bring the list.
Nobles of the honored nobles of the Imperium, I present to you Captains Jay and Andrew of the Flexible Demeanor.
We love your gargoyles!
Allow me to introduce you to the planetary ruler, Lord Governor Edgar Figaro. He is the ruler of this planet, and this is Lord Captain Colette Locke of the Imperial Navy, Lady Tina Bradford of a rogue trader, and General Dante Bannon, General of the Levy. I'm sorry, this whole thing has been very confusing to me. I will leave you to your discussions, Gogo says, as he is just sort of overwhelmed by all of these nobles all staring at him at once.
We, like...
As he then sort of steps back.
I lean in before he leaves. Go. You did great, buddy. You did great. So, did you guys save our seats? Is it those over there?
I'm gonna need a big seat.
The governor actually stands up to sort of greet you. It says, and you see that there are a pair of cherubs that are just sort of floating around him, because, you know, he's a rich imperial dude. And
to be clear, are these cherubs doing anything, or are these decorative cherubs?
I mean,
they're decorative cherubs.
Oh my god, that is ostentatious.
One has a mirror that he's just constantly holding underneath of him, so it's just reflecting light and making him look like he glows all the time.
This is just ridiculous. Just two floating baby cherubs with, like, holding a mirror, just hovering around this man. This is money.
Here are your chairs. We prepared one specially for you and Captain Andrew, due to your nature.
Wow. That's so nice.
Yeah, these are quite comfy.
I'm honored to meet such worthies from our beloved Imperium. It is my hope that your aid and experience will help keep my people from harm.
Well, it's on the pamphlet, so we hope to deliver. No exterminatus. Ha ha! It's one of our taglines.
The other leaders all sort of give you a nod and say, like, welcome, greeting, hello. But they're not really interested in talking to you.
I give like a weird, sort of like half stare at the other rogue trader, just like, it's gonna stay fine, right? We're not gonna be killing each other, right? It's like one of those kind of stares where it's just like, let's keep it cordial.
Keep it profesh. What are we seeing, by the way, Daniel? They have a hollow screen displayed in front of us. I assume in the middle of the table. Like what are they looking at?
It looks like the planet and the bulwark moon above, and all of the various ships are labeled as part of the defense fleet. And they seem to be discussing that. And actually, the gentleman at the table, who you recognize as General Bannon, says, well, after that interruption, thank you for joining us, I still maintain, as the leader of the military on this planet, the orbital defenses should be put under my control. The levy has its own void forces, and we can take over and take control of all of these things. It will be more important if we are in charge of it. And then the Imperial woman sitting across from him, Lord Captain Locke, says, "That's very interesting, but I will have you know that I am a veteran of many wars against the orcs, and you have never truly fought a battle against the greenskins. So, while I'm sure you do a lovely job, the orbital defenses need to be given to me, and I will take control of them. And you can control your own troops on the surface. I'll win the actual battle." And they are now continuing to argue with each other, with everyone sort of looking awkwardly at them.
Okay.
Well, I was sort of like, so, first of all, I need to ask, is my chair on wheels?
It is not. None of the chairs are on wheels.
Okay. Well, then I very awkwardly bump it sort of over towards the other rogue trader. So, what do you think about all this?
I think those two are going to rip each other's throats out.
So, like, is this like we should sit back and watch kind of situation, or is this like we should maybe step in and make the decision for them kind of situation?
Honestly, I don't think either of them should be in charge. They hate each other too much. Probably need somebody else to take charge. I don't know. I'm just getting paid to be here.
I mean, us too, but also, like, we don't want to die, so, you know...
What are you worried about? You got a ship.
True, but, you know, there's, like, a lot riding on this.
You have no idea. I have a lot of money invested in trade deals with this planet. We'll make sure it's okay. Don't worry. Again, Tina. Do you call me Tina?
Okay,
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
Andrew.
Yes,
That's
yes.
Jay over there, the awkward one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, like, we want to get involved with the trade here as well, and not to step on your toes or anything. We'll do our own
Yeah, you better be
things,
watching out. Don't be...
It's just been revoked, as I point at them.
What?
Ah, damn it. That was... I got the timing all wrong.
Oh, man. We took those classes on dramatic entrances. I had a list of things.
I got the kick right. I mean, the doors swung open.
Yes,
and the
it was
banged
an
and stuff.
excellent kick. It was an excellent kick. And you know what? I'll take responsibility. I didn't bring the list.
Nobles of the honored nobles of the Imperium, I present to you Captains Jay and Andrew of the Flexible Demeanor.
We love your gargoyles.
Listening to somebody from the Imperial Navy who has abandoned us in our hour of need. Governor, this is once again why I think independence is truly the course for Doma.
And as as General Bannon says this, I quickly stand up and slam my hands on the table to create just like a moment of disruption.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a really solid table. But, General, Captain, I think we can see that clearly there's some pretty big disagreement amongst the two of you, which, considering the situation, probably has a long, long history. General, I think your passions have been well spoken here, and Captain, your experience is well regarded. And I don't think we're here to mend any fences between the Imperium and Doma. Am I correct? And I look around at everyone. I think we're talking about lives. I think we're talking about Doman lives and Imperium lives. Human lives. And a green-skinned threat that could take us all out if we're not sharp. Now, clearly, General and Captain, I think we can both agree that neither one of you...
Lord Captain.
I'm sorry?
Lord Captain.
Lord Captain Locke, my apologies. Lord Captain and General, I think we can all assume that neither one of you is going to yield your forces to one another. Is that about correct?
I want what's best for this planet.
Yeah.
I am tired of you accusing me of not caring about this planet. Do you think I would still be here if I didn't...
It was
I
a
care about this
yes
planet.
or no question. Will either of
you
you...
need to make a roll. You've just come in here out of nowhere and you're bossing these people around.
Oh, hell yes. I'm leaning in big time.
And I lean in next to her. Oh man, this is getting good.
Daniel,
Yeah,
there was
your
only...
friend is a little weird. Was he talking about human lives? He's an elf, right? He's Eldari?
Yeah, it's even better that you noticed that because I was waiting for one of them to mention it.
Yes. Does he know he's an Eldari?
I mean, sometimes.
The church isn't going to like that, let me tell you. Anyway, Jay.
Yeah, listen, there was only two ways to play this, and I'm playing it big, all in.
Yeah.
Yes or no, General and Lord Captain, will either of you yield?
You're going to need to make a roll, like I said. So what skill were you planning on using here?
I was planning on actually using either persuasion or leadership, because I'm trying to, at this point, maybe more likely leadership. I'm trying to put on a, like, because, you know, I'm not usually this invested in anything like this, but I saw that this was going nowhere, and I figured it would be fun, so I'm just leaning in on the leadership
This is
side.
a leadership check.
Okay, how difficult is this? And again, I'm not trying to, like, change their worldview. I'm just trying to get them to rectify with the emotions that are flying hot here.
Exactly. So I think that would be a difficulty 3 rolls, because it's not too difficult, but it is going to be +1 because you're not a human.
Because I'm an Eldari. Damn it! Racism, even here. Although they are dealing with a Xenos threat, so I get it. Cool. I've got a 7 in leadership, and I rolled a 4, so I do pass. No 6s to push. I didn't roll that well. And no, nothing to note on my wrath die, so.
I would follow the people. I would do what is best for Doma. As would I.
Well, then it sounds like we're in agreement. But I think we can clearly guess that the two of you working directly together is probably not going to yield the best result, unless, of course, we get a little, you know, let's call it leadership lubricant in there. So, might I suggest...
There's some eyebrows being raised at this.
This is my brain, like, trying to remember the words of, like, all those leadership classes I took, and it's just, like, I'm forgetting some of them, so I'm, like, mad-libbing other words in there.
So I lean in again and I say, leadership lubricant, that wasn't in the classes. Do you even have any idea what that means?
I know exactly what it means. And I just take a long pause.
I don't think he knows what it means.
Because I remember in the class that you can sound dramatic by just taking long pauses and speaking in short sentences while collecting your thoughts, because I have no idea what I'm going to say next. And I take a deep breath and look around. We need some, go-between between the two of you. Someone that doesn't exert control over either of you, but can be the focal point to coordinate and, let's be honest, be someone other than each other to talk to coordinate these efforts against the orcs. And listen, we've got a lot of talent in this room. I see excellent rogue traders who have chased some daring prizes in the past. I wink at a few of them. I don't remember which ones.
There's only one rogue trader in here outside the two of you.
Oh, I'm winking at just somebody else then as well. Just an extra person.
Abby you don't see Abby apparently did not make it to the council.
Gotcha. So I'm just winking at mostly everyone that isn't the governor or the general.
There's a couple guards that he winked at.
Captain Lockie, I would get a guard in the corner.
Confused.
Like, I know what you're up to on the side, buddy. But I think we can all agree there really is only one presence here that, well, for the Imperium at large, acts as a go-between of sorts. And normally, I think an Inquisitor would do quite well in this situation. Now, Doma, we know, especially from you, General, that you don't have very positive feelings towards the Inquisition because of the whole Imperium bit, which, lucky for you, we aren't technically Inquisitors. Am I right, Andrew?
Yeah.
That's right. We are Inquisitors for hire. So, much like Doma is facing a very unique situation, we might be a unique solution. What do you say?
There is a pause while everyone is looking at each other. You see, mostly people are now turning to their aides and whispering to each other. And then you see the governor stand up again. His cherub's floating up with him. I believe we should take a recess for now as we consider the suggestion of Captain or Inquisitor Jay, and I suppose Andrew supports him in this proposition as well.
Of course. This was his idea.
What?
Yes.
So let's take a recess. We will meet again soon for our next scheduled meeting. I actually want to speak to the Inquisitors in a little bit more detail, but thank you for now. Let's continue to go over the battle plans, the stuff we were talking about before, and consider the suggestion from the our new arrivals. Thank you, everyone. The cherub hands him a gavel, and you're not even quite sure where he got that from, and he pounds it on the big table.
Oh, jeez.
What is happening?
And I slowly, because I've been in the both palms on table leaning forward position for most of this, just leaning in both physically and in the situation. I slide my hands back and sit back down in my chair, and I'm just still staring ahead, and you just see my eyes blink. Andrew, I'm sorry, I blacked out there for a moment. Did I just sign us up to coordinate all of the war efforts for this?
I think you signed you up. I mean, you're kind of just trying to involve me by association, which will likely end up being me doing all of the work.
We could probably have Robon do it, right?
Oh, yeah, Robon could take care of this. He's great at war stuff.
Robon's pretty good with ground forces. How experienced is he with naval combat coordination?
Well,
also, he may get a little too excited when we tell him about a death moon.
And the orcs, he loves killing them so much.
That guy hates orcs.
Oh my god, he's gonna be thrilled.
Will that blind him though? I mean, this is why I want him as a frontline commander, because I feel like he will do better in that regard, as opposed to throwing our ship directly into the heart of their fleet.
Nah. I definitely don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, and to be honest, Faul is never gonna let him get a hold of the reins of that. But I mean, it's gonna focus him like a will of steel, crushing orcs on the battlefield. He'll love it. But
while we're in this huddle, everyone is kind of left the this chamber.
So we're just awkwardly the last ones in.
Well, no, the governor is standing awkwardly near our huddle, waiting for us to
leave.
Yeah.
Should we bring him in? Should we bring him into the huddle?
Nah, I feel like that's a little. I don't know. We don't know him that well.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably just. This seems weird. We should probably leave. Everybody left.
All right, break.
Yep. Well, think on it. And I just give him like the old finger guns and turn to walk back out the door.
No, would you like to join me in my private chambers, gentlemen?
Oh,
Sure.
definitely. And I do the finger guns back. You know, sometimes you do the leaving finger guns. These are the I'm accepting a meeting in your quarters finger guns. Everyone knows the difference.
He gives you the
Jake,
finger
Jake.
guns right back and smiles and gives you a wink.
Hell yeah, love this guy.
And each one of the cherubs puts one finger gun up.
Okay, that's unsettling. Okay.
Jay, we may not know what that custom means on this planet. I'm just saying. It may not be exactly
whoa.
what you intend.
Listen, you're telling me that finger guns could be misconstrued as something, I don't know, aggressive on a random world out of millions? That seems like a
Or-
long shot.
I mean, aggressive or, maybe intimate. We don't exactly know.
Oh,
So,
intimate. I didn't even think of that. Daniel,
What?
you want to sub in on this? If this guy gets weird, he's got cherubs and stuff. He could be into it.
I'm not really like that. That's not my jam.
Fair enough. Don't yuck anybody's yum, Daniel. That's all I'm saying.
No. But I will say the hallways leading us down is pretty nice. Everywhere is really nice around here.
Indeed.
yeah, I'm getting sick of the music, though. I mean, I wish it would just, pause at least once.
What are you talking about? It ended a while ago. Did you, patch yourself into it accidentally? Are you connected to this building's Wi-Fi?
I mean, you don't hear that all the time?
No. I've got
Yeah,
regular
there is
ears.
a local Vox network that you can tap into and listen to the music that's playing all the time. I think Andrew might have connected to it accidentally.
Oh, no. You got to get off that server, man. I think it's just
Oh,
a single
no,
playlist.
I know what the problem is, and I just pull off my lower jaw and tuck it into my jacket. and
Okay.
I was using the clubbing jaw, hold on a second. I pull out a different one that's a little more like a burnished steel and put that back on. There we go.
And that solved the music problem?
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
You have a clubbing jaw that lets you feel the music? Is that what you're telling me?
Daniel, am I crazy?
Yeah, it's got speakers built in, of course.
What? Every time I try to figure out something about technology, this, what, how?
It almost feels like he's making it up as we go along. That
Almost.
couldn't be right.
Almost, but clearly, I mean, he's a tech guy. He knows his stuff. All right, whatever.
Man.
Let's talk to
I
this.
wonder what a jaw would look like with drapes.
You're hung up in a big way. We got to talk to this governor. Is he still standing here?
No, he's sort of been leading you in. He's opened the door to his chambers while we're sort of outside chatting to each other.
Okay, let's not be rude. Let's go talk to this guy.
The room, like everywhere else here, is very finely decorated. A lot of very comfy-looking chairs, some couches, some stuff like that.
Might describe it as opulent, just a little
Opulent,
bit.
yes. There are a dozen or so servants that are sort of moving around. The governor is sitting down, sort of reclining on one of the couches, and one of his servants brings a pipe on a silver tray to him, and he starts breathing in some things from the pipe.
Ooh, very fancy. You guys got any wine and cheese? We've been in this situation before, and we like both of them. So.
Oh yes, of course. We have all sorts of refreshments for you. Would you like some obscura? As he sort of gestures towards his pipe. I did not mean to be rude. It helps me take the edge off.
I'm good.
No, I'm fine.
All right. Well, we shall bring some wine and cheese.
Excellent.
Samuel, help the rogue traders. Bring them what they need. I'm sorry. This is all we're meeting under very strange times, I know, but I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am for your assistance, and well, I just want to show you gratitude.
Of course. We really appreciate your gratitude and are happy to help. And the money also is a big part of it as well. But, yeah, I mean, it seems like you got quite a Riley bunch out there, huh? Not really getting things on the same length of waves, you know?
Yes, our situation seems a little grim, doesn't it?
Yeah, little bit.
I mean, it's kind of par for the course for us, but
With about 10 days left until the orcs arrive, we haven't really made much headway towards preparing our world's defenses.
Governor, I mean, I wasn't, blowing smoke out there. I think a, viable go-between could get these two on the same page, or at least get them working together. Because at this point, 10 days, if we keep fighting like this,
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I'm tired of all the bullshit that these people have been spewing. They think that I'm just here as the governor, just some sort of party boy. I'm here to defend my people.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. And I am glad that you are here, and you have my full support to lead the defense of this planet, and you will be compensated accordingly. I will drop a contract that we can go over in more detail, but I believe that you could help break this log jam and save this planet.
Wow.
I mean, no pressure or anything.
Listen, Andrew and I both really appreciate your words of, trust and reinforcement in our abilities and our pedigree. And
if we work together, we could beat those greenskins.
Oh, I know it, Governor. And I can see looking at you right now, they've clearly underestimated you. You are, and I'm looking at the governor who's, on the couch smoking with a bunch of babies floating around him. You are a true warrior, and they should respect you. And don't worry, we'll make sure they do.
He actually laughs a little bit at that. He's like, I know I'm not a warrior, gentlemen. You don't need to lie to me. That's what everybody seems to do on this fucking planet.
Lie to you, Governor. Warriors take their best weapons to battle, and you wield a war council that can arm moons with cannons and, is about to take down one of the most menacing green-skin threats this sector's ever seen. Sounds like a pretty powerful warrior to me.
You're very generous. Well, if we could get the triumvirate of fools on that council to all agree to work together, maybe for you specifically, we could all fight back against the orcs, unite the people, and then we'll have to fight.
Well, I think it'll be fine. Andrew, fighting? We good?
Yeah, I mean, I want to see all the the tools on the table first before I formulate a full opinion, but I'm hopeful.
Well, we'll forward you and your ship all of the relevant battle information as so you could start looking at that. You'll probably need to speak to each of the council members individually to try and win them over to your side, or at least get them to stop being pieces of shit. He says.
Yes, we might leave that last bit out, but you're right. I think we can probably...
You'll have to excuse me. I'm getting a little riled up.
It's okay, Governor. We will do our best to negotiate their participation in this new united front. And I know he said hopeful, but what he meant was, we're going to get them all, right, Andrew? So we can get a bigger bill to bill him for,
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get him good. Yeah.
He's a robot guy. He's probably deep in his brain right now calculating the 1,500 different ways we'll win this. So.
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, I'll leave you to your preparations as we send the information to you. You'll have to excuse me. I need to relax a little bit as he nods towards a woman near the back of his room. I'm not quite sure what he means there.
Well, I don't think it involves us, Daniel, so we will excuse ourselves and get out of here. And I do like a half hand wave but bow because I don't really know what the customs are here, and then just look at Andrew. We should get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, okay, let's let's go.
And we run out of the room.
Yes.
valiantly.
This is a weird planet, you guys.
Yeah, they've got a lot of colorful characters, but I think we can get a few of them to work together to the common good. And
Jay, I gotta say this. Why the hell did you put us on the pedestal to get everything in order?
Andrew, you don't remember the leadership class we took about delegation? Oh, buddy, it's the most brilliant thing. See, if we're reporting to one of them, we gotta do work. But if they're reporting to us, we tell them work to do. It's called delegating. It's one of the most important things I ever learned, and it is fantastic. So
Okay. Yeah, I get the concept, but how do we get them on board in the first place to actually follow what we say?
Well, they hate each other. Well, some of them hate each other. We can use that to our advantage. You know, have you ever heard of the classic negotiation tactic, prisoner's dilemma?
Is that what
No.
this is?
A prisoner of their own inability to work together, and we will exploit that to get them to work together. It's all coming back to me, all the classes. I think.
It is wild that we came to save this planet from orcs, and we apparently need to just make them not be mad at each other first.
Yeah, I think this is definitely going to be the hardest part. It's just getting these people to work together. The guns, the shooting, the orcs, will be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll all work out. Daniel, I'm just gonna shut you down here while we iron out some of these details.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. It seems Jay and Andrew may have bit off more than they can chew. I mean, can they really lead an entire war effort? Tune in next time to... Wait a second. You can listen to our next episode right now? On Patreon? Why, yes. You see, on Patreon, our backers are always one entire episode into the future. There you can also enjoy bonus episodes and get access to our Discord, where you can chat with the boys along with tons of other wonderful listeners every day. Definitely check it out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. If you enjoyed this episode, why not leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast app? We'd really appreciate it. Also, our theme song was composed by Kyle Fryer. You can check out his music on SoundCloud. And until next time, goodbye.